Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachahakodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. Just want to say Pawado to all the H.I.M and Akwa that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Jah Chana Nawah. And just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit, and just exposing Esau, because that's a part of the end days prophecies, that the man of sin, the son of perdition, be revealed. And that's the reason why you're starting to see so many videos of Esau. I'm talking about the most heinous shit that you never would have thought that this motherfucker was capable of or into. Now, you got all these TikTok videos and, all these different, platforms that's showing Esau for being the animal that he is, And I was just thinking, like, this motherfucker was eating Jake. He was eating so-called black people, man. Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, so-called, Puerto Ricans, Latinos, you know what I'm saying. He was eating our people, man, at a certain time in history. The receipts is out there. This motherfucker was really throwing Jake in pots and swirling his ass around with some rice or potatoes, some onions and shit, man. Like he was just a regular, chicken noodle meal. Like for real, this man is highly dangerous to be around. This is why we say, what the scriptures actually says, to stay away from the man that has the power to kill. That's how you got people like Nolan Wells popping up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be circumspect and watch your surroundings. And we pray for that, you know what I'm saying? Because overall, it's the Lord. He's the one that kills and makes alive, you know what I'm saying? But we're praying for mercy. We're asking for mercy, man. Because Esau, he's the ultimate torturer, man. This man has perfected torturing. I was going into that the other day. You trying to tell me? Because, there's incidents where Esau would cook Jake in front of other Jakes. Talking about psychological warfare, you talking about terrorism. This man is the ultimate terrorist, man. But he goes on his propaganda machine and get to talking about how everyone else in the world is savages when it's really him. And that's the reason why, when you see shit on the news, you got to get rid of all this American shit, man. To you, Jake, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans especially, because a lot of these so-called white people, they're actually starting to see, like, nah, this motherfucker's a liar. Our news is not real. The shit that they're telling us is not the truth. Especially with this guy Trump in there. It's like, it's amazing the way that this guy's in there lying on a day-to-day basis on TV, recorded, where you can actually go back, you can record him today and then go back on the footage tomorrow after he done said some other shit, like, motherfucker just completely lying. A complete damn liar, and he's a fucking savage himself. There's, even with the Epstein files, you motherfuckers eating babies. Like, and you're doing, and actually, they don't give a shit about their own people because they'll do it to themselves. But it's mainly, we're focused on our people. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you Israelites, and we've been, in this man's hands for the past 500 years or so, and you goofy ass Judites, really, I gotta go, straight speak to niggas, the so-called black man, you have gotten real laxed here, man. You and this bitch acting as if you're an American. I seen the one brother had, I don't think it was Arrows of Indignation, it was the other brother, be throwing his shorts up. You got this young Jake on there with that chalk line motherfucking lineup, with his military uniform on, talking about how, you know what I'm saying, basically great America is, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, go fight for America then, doofy nigga, because you're not coming back. Here you go, you'll go and fight for your enemy, but you won't fight for anything that's got to do with a cause of your own people. You done blended in with these motherfuckers. That shows you how conquered you are. That you blended in with your enemy. Holding your damn tongue on real truths, man. I get it. We go to the plantation, we do what we got to do, get our coins. It's not even wise to even be kicking it with none of these motherfuckers at the job. But, you know, when we get off the job, man, we do these videos. We go, you know, on the highways and byways, and we letting Esau ass have it. Because it's a part of prophecy. It's a part of the job. It's a part of our work that we had to expose this man. He needs to be exposed as being the wicked, man. His own fucking people doing it. So why wouldn't you? His own women are coming down on his ass. So why are you not, you know what I'm saying, coming down on his ass? I get it though. It is some Jakes. There's some Jakes that's doing it. But they're doing it for the wrong reasons, basically, man. They're doing it for clout and, you know, going viral, influence bullshit. No, you should be doing it for this truth. For the truth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Exposing this man. That 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. That man of sin, the son of perdition, that man of lawlessness has to be revealed before the coming of our Lord. And he's being revealed regardless. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna get that work out here. He gonna get that work out here. It's not gonna stop, you know what I'm saying? Because Jake on some bullshit. It's gonna go forth. We understand that all, Jake. 2/3 of Jake, they're gonna try and blend right in with this man in this kingdom. And they're just making plans for the future here. And they're not thinking about a future, you know, in their own kingdom. They can't see a future without the so-called white man being over them. They can't see a future without them at all. Here you go, this man done dogged your ass out to the point of you. I'm talking about done dogged you so bad that you really believe that this motherfucker is your friend. The scripture says to never trust thine enemy. You're not gonna get a bigger enemy than somebody that'll cook your ass. That's an enemy. And you know, when I was watching that movie, The Road, and I, the beloved Apostle Tahar would always go into that, recommend that you watch that movie, The Road, because he said it so many times. I actually ran across the DVD. I bought the damn DVD and popped that bitch in every now and then. But the men that was really, it was only one so-called black person in that movie, and that was the guy that he passed away. The guy with the scar on his damn head used to play in The Wire. I think he died from a damn drug overdose or some shit like that. But I think he was the only so-called black man in the movie. And actually in that movie, Esau stripped him down, you know, and stripped him of his clothes. Had him walking butt naked in that scene, that one scene. You know? Stripped him of his clothes, his boots. I guess he had kind of robbed him at first or whatever. But the point that I wanted to make with the movie The Road was it was a bunch of so-called white men. Them was the ones that was eating motherfuckers in the movie. Then you had the one, you know, the lead star with the little boy. You know, they was kind of showing it as if he was trying to keep from eating people. And he had this one, I think he had 2 bullets to his gun. But he was showing the son that if he got caught, or, you know, before he got caught, to basically put that gun in his mouth and blow his damn brains out, instead of getting caught by these so-called white men, because they were going to rape his little ass and they were going to eat his ass afterwards once they had their feel of pleasure with him, man. And that was the perfect movie of showing you how dusty, dirty, and worn down Esau really is, man. And when he don't have all these little trinkets, his guns, you know, his bullshit technology, he's nothing, man. He's nothing. And he won't acknowledge that the fact that the only reason why they have what they have, or a inkling of being in power, so to speak, they won't admit that it's the Lord. They really think that it's them. Look at our technology. Look at our inventions. Yeah, well, all that shit causes death. This man hasn't invented nothing that doesn't cause death. He has taken good and turned it into death. Anything that the Lord made good, he has weaponized it, bro, and turned it into death, straight up. The food, the Lord made food perfect. He has weaponized that food. Water was perfect. He weaponized the very things that humans actually need. Water and food, man. Food and water is your basic staples of what you really need to live. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course you need, you know, you want to have clothing for warmth, but you get what I'm saying. A shelter, you know, to be into, you know, get you outside of the elements of the weather and stuff like that. But I'm talking about your basic staples for living. You need food to live, fool. You need water to live, fool. And he has fucked that up. How can you fuck something like that up, bro? That's like walking outside to your car with a knife in hand and jugging your tires, man. And then expecting to go somewhere fast. Oh yeah, you can still jump in it. You know, but eventually, you know, them tires gonna wear off the wheels, your shit gonna be sparking fire. But the point that I'm making is, what sense would it make for you to go out and stab your tires and deflate them and then try and use the car? That's Esau though, man. He's backwards as hell like that. Here you go, you can drive, like I'm driving through a little bit, you know, this is kind of like, this is Edomiteville, you know, little Edomite. This is the little lower class of ones of them. But you can roll through here. You'll have a little grass and stuff neatly, you know, cut and, you know, all manicured up and shit like that. Now, when you drive into their neighborhoods, yeah, the neighborhoods look clean. But what about the rest of the planet? What about the rest of the earth? Why aren't you fighting against these very companies? You know, all these fucking these car plants and these fucking oil giants and all these, you know, people that's testing military weapons all over the fucking planet. You know, why aren't you fighting hard for that? Just, you know, but you fight so hard against Jake. Look at these niggers. Look at these niggers. Look at them. They're animals. Yeah, Jake be out here. Don't get me wrong. Jake killing himself with the very weapon that you created. The very bullets that you manufacture. Yeah, they doing that. Don't get me wrong. But you made the shit that they killing themselves with. But they're not. They're killing each other. They're not killing on a mass scale like how you people are, man. You motherfuckers kill the insects, man. You kill bumblebees. Bees are essential to life, man. Oh, everything that the Lord created got a role. And you have fucked those roles up, man. You trying to take on the roles of, man. I was watching Euro News yesterday, and you know I watch Euro because that's them. It's all of them, all these European countries. It's them, and they show you that they're complete fuck-ups, man. Doing different shit to insects, you know, splicing shit, you know, and doing all kinds of shit. Like, bro, why are you fucking with that? But their time is coming to an end, man. We're almost there, too. We're getting there, and you can start to see it because, again, they're starting to be exposed. They have to be exposed. The only way the Lord can come is these people be exposed. That's a part of one of those prophecies, man. That prophecy is playing out. You're starting to see more things about the top tribe of Esau, the Amalekites. You're starting to see them small tops and shit. People talking about them. But you so-called, you regular, well, I ain't gonna say regular because all y'all Edomites, but you don't even realize that the very people that are calling themselves the people, the holy people, are fucking Edomites just like you. They fooled you into thinking that, you know, no, we're not, you know. It's like that family that's, you know what I'm saying, they move away. And then they just like, you know, I don't know them motherfuckers, you know, nope, that's not my family. I don't know none of them. He's living a different lifestyle now. But you are, yeah, you motherfuckers are the same people, man. And you're all wicked brute beasts, man, on a different, you know, because each tribe, it's just like, you know, with the 12 tribes of Israel, each tribe got their gifts. And each one of those Edomite tribes got their gifts too. They got their gifts, man. You got your smart ones, so to speak, you know, them educated ones as far as your Germans that make a lot of this, that made a lot of this missile shit and a lot of this spacecraft shit. Then you got your Amalekites, you know what I'm saying? They good with, you know, with the money and designing ways of contractually ripping your ass off. Then you got these Edomites that's here in the Americas. They're just straight brute, trailer trash dummies. But they got they got the might, you know what I'm saying, as far as like to go out and fuck you up in a war fight, so to speak. You know, then came, you know, they got their area. Then you got those Russians, you know, they got their area. They're all a little bit, they're different tribes, but they all are destructive as hell, man. That's what it all boils down to. They're a very destructive people, man. You're not gonna get anything good out of them. But they're good at, with their media and their propaganda. They're very good at, you know what I'm saying? Damn sheriff turning them behind me. I know I ain't speeding, but anyway, they're very good at just fucking shit up. Oh, he turning the other way. He on the other side of the road back there. He be catching motherfuckers up. These Edomites be blowing through here. That's them again. You know what I'm saying? Then the sheriff get on their ass and pull them over. They want to talk shit. Anyway, you know, I'm pretty much about at my destination. But, you know, just wanted to just chop it up because I've seen a few videos this morning, you know, with the elder Malcolm going in on him. I seen the elder from Kansas City going in on him, you know what I'm saying, with videos, with receipts that they're fuck-ups. And how the world is really tired of their asses, man. You know, it's coming to a point where these people are about to get attacked. You know, because people are tired of them. And they ready to attack each other. That's another thing, too. That the house being divided. Can two walk together unless they be agreed? That it's that house that's being divided. They're being broken up. Just like, you know, with the, you know, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom of Israel, once they broke up, the house was done. You know what I'm saying? The house can stand with Judah being over here and Israel being over here, you know, Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom. It was done. So the same thing is happening with Esau. A house cannot stand, man, if you're divided like how these people are divided. Because these Edomites, these Edomites that's not making no money, these Edomites that can't afford to live no more, oh, they ready to get at some throats. They ready to get at some throats, man. So I'm going to end out there, man. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Hey, continue on praying for the downfall of Esau, Edom's kingdom, because that's where we are. Don't think that them prayers are not going up, man. The prayers of a righteous man availeth much. Our prayers are going through because we can see this place falling, man. Faster than I've ever seen. You know, that's if you're paying attention. You know, if you got a spiritual eye for it, man. You know, I've been this place past 2 years. This motherfucker been really in a world span, man. So I'm going to end out there. Pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala and the Bible Ball.